Sometimes you gotta pray for a victory. Yeah, I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been testing so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a benzo. You gotta separate yourself just to elevate. I keep some drink in my cup to see through the hate. Sometimes on the road to glory, you gotta press the brakes. I got a lesson.
All right, I'm joined here today by Kevin Lerena, ahead of your fight on The Reckoning, May the 1st against Radchenko. Kevin, how's the camp been and how are you feeling?
Phenomenal, Hayden, really good. You know, it's been a great camp in a sense of I've been working hard for a very long time, and now it's just about putting the camp into play. The last 10 weeks have been great, or the last 8 weeks of camp have been great. The next 3 are going to be phenomenal. We're going to sharpen up and tune up nicely. I always put in the work. I got work ethic, and you know, with Pete honing my skills and working on a good game plan, one May we'll see what we can put on. You know, it's going to be a well-oiled machine out there.
Fight on home soil against a former Ukrainian Olympian as well. So although people might look at it and think you're going to walk over this guy, I mean, he is a strong opponent as well, isn't he?
No, he's credible. I think he's the WBC silver champion, if I'm not mistaken, former Ukrainian cruiserweight champion. So he's credible, got a good enough amateur pedigree, been in good camps with Usyk and the likes of those type of fighters. But I don't really focus on what he's done or who he's been in camp with or what he's about. My job is to seek, maraud and destroy him. And that's what I want to do. It's nothing personal. It's business for me. Whether it's in South Africa, in a telephone booth, across the pond in Saudi Arabia, my duty and my job is to win, and to win in good fashion, and that's what I need to do.
And what do you make of Legacy Boxing Promotions? They're obviously the promoter that's putting you on for this.
Yes. No, it's phenomenal. Legacy Boxing Promotions, this is obviously their inaugural show. They reached out to Peter and I in order to headline on their show, to make it a massive event. And it's just, I think it's great for them to stick their necks out and put it all on the line to put on a great show. So I'm very grateful for them, Legacy Boxing Promotions, Deervolt and Sean. And I'm just, you know what, they afforded me the opportunity and I've grabbed it. And, you know, we're doing our best to help promote the fight. And this is another example, as I said at the press conference, of collaboration. You know, there's so many horses in the race, but if you can work together, because a collaboration is what's happening at the top. And if you're at the bottom, there's no collaborating. It's fighting, backstabbing, trying to outdo one another. The true people at the top work together. And that's why it was never an issue for me to be on a Legacy Promotions boxing card, because it's about working together to better the sport, to give me opportunity, and to give them a good first event. And I think by putting me on the show gives them a great event.
I 100% agree with you. Now you get your tracksuit back on again. You're back in the ring. You had your suits on for your Aquila Boxing Promotions tournament, which is nice. I mean, how did you experience that?
It was phenomenal. I mean, I can't say how nerve-wracking it was, but I can say what a reception we had. The feedback was good from a production point of view. The World of Champions, Supersport televising the fights, great commentary. You were in the commentary box with Mpumelelo Kafu, if I'm not mistaken, and Kevin Evans. Just as a whole, it was a great success. But Aquila Boxing Promotions, 15th of March, that show's done now. We roll on to the 1st of May. Legacy Boxing Promotions, where I defend my world title. And then we move on to the 21st of June. I'll have another small show, Aquila Boxing Promotion show, which I'll be the front of and the ambassador of. But for now, all eyes are on the 1st of May. The 1st of May is all I'm thinking of. It's all I think of when I spar, when I put in the hard yards, when I'm running, that's all I think of. When I'm doing my strength and conditioning, that's all I think of. It's about smashing Serhiy Radchenko, nothing personal. He was calling me out on social media for the past couple of months. He wants to fight me, Kevin Lerena this, Kevin Lerena that. Shut up. We signed the contract. On the 1st of May, I'm going to smash you. And that's the bottom line. You're not on my level. You'll never be on my level, and that's just the way it is.
Do you think that he represents one of the best opponents that you've faced in your career so far? Where would you put him on that scale?
Everyone's different. I think everybody's different. Serhiy Radchenko is a very, I would say, European-style boxer. He moves around. He comes forward. My style is, I'm a pressure fighter. I cut the ring off. I seek maraud. I do my best to destroy, but I can also box too. If I need to go and get behind the jab and be slick, I can do that. Where does he face with opponents I've faced? I've faced many good guys. I faced Daniel Dubois. He's the man who beat the man. I faced Yuri Kalenga, who was a terrific cruiserweight. I won the cruiserweight world title at 22 years old. The IBO cruiserweight world title when I was 22. I'm fitter now and I'm stronger now than I was for that fight. So Serhiy Radchenko has no right to beat me.
Right, and obviously he's coming to your home country as well, which is another thing that's obviously made news. History of the WBC defending the world title here on home soil. Therefore, he cannot take your moment. I don't think that would be in the script.
You know what, Hayes, to be honest, like, there's always pressure, whether I fight at home, whether I fight in Saudi, whether I fight in London. There's always pressure because I take a lot of pride in what I do. You know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am a proud South African. I carry the country's flag. I try my best to be a good ambassador for the sport, an ambassador for South African boxing. So there's always pressure. So regardless of where it is, the moment is now in South Africa, but it's just another world title fight for me. It's another fight that I need to win. So like where it is, it doesn't amount to more pressure, should I say. Yes, the moment is the Lerena army will be in attendance. But when I fight in Saudi Arabia or when I fought in London, it's a different vibe, it's a different element. So that stuff doesn't faze me. It's just my duty to do a job. As I've said, I got a job on the 1st of May. And when the 1st of May is done, I got another job, whenever that presents itself. That's how I see it in my head. I set it as tasks, I set it as a job. So now my next job is on the 1st of May, and we're working.
People might forget, but you fought in Pretoria very early on in your career as well. It's the second time you'll be there, as far as I understand. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do. I think
it was a long time ago.
Let me think back here. If I'm not mistaken, my 7th fight was in Pretoria against a guy called Ibrahim Labaran from Ghana at the Hartfeld Arena.
Yes.
And I think just after that was at a little school hall in Pretoria against Kayeni Hlongwane at cruiserweight. So yeah, I fought in Pretoria at really grassroots level, which is just another prime example. We've paid our dues. You know, fast forward 35 professional fights later, we're here now, and just excited and humbled, and it's just great to be here. I'm very excited. I'm sure you can tell. I'm raring to go. Yesterday I sparred 15 rounds. You know, 3-4 different sparring partners, and this is what it's about, man. Going to a place where I haven't gone before, where it's dark, deep waters, and I can tread there. And now it's about learning how to swim there like a real shark in the tank, and that's what I want to do.
Peter also alluded to the fact that, you know, you get through this one, there's some exciting news in the future. You can't announce anything, obviously you still got to get through this one. But of course, you got big things on the horizon.
I suppose there's always big things on the horizon. You're always on the cusp of great things as long as you're winning, right? And how you win. But having said that, like, my 2 losses were, as per se, credible losses, if you ever get that. My loss to Dubois was a controversial one. My loss to Hooney, did I really lose? So it's how you win and how you lose, which does a lot for your share price and you as a fighter. You know, too many people are fixated on that O. Very few fighters can keep that O. Most lose the O, but it's how you lose it and what you do to come back. So there's always big things on the horizon. Peter's working hard. You know, we're working hard daily in the gym. You know, Spencer's obviously got eyes to get me big fights overseas. Peter's got eyes on that too. There's opportunity, but right now, 1st of May is all I can think of. I cannot overlook Serhiy Radchenko because that's disrespectful, and I'm not a disrespectful person. I respect the art of boxing. I respect this. I'm a purist. I respect this form and this pugilistic art. So 1st of May is what I need to take care of. Let's take care of business, let's get the victory, and then let's see what presents itself. We know it's big fights.
Yeah.
We know that where I am in the world, it's on a world level, it's an elite level. So we know there's big opportunity. But right now it's about defending my belt on home soil, which comes with different pressures. And that's the job at hand right now, and that's all I'm thinking of.
I think this has probably been the longest period of time that you've been out of the ring since I can remember.
Yes.
I know you're a consummate athlete and you're always in the gym, but how does it feel not getting in the ring and experiencing it in such a long time?
You know what, it's unfortunate that I had a little bit of inactivity. I last fought on the 8th of March 2024. I feel like I'm back at school.
Yeah, that was a school bell right there.
First break.
Yeah, straight afterwards.
Anyway, so I have been a bit inactive in a sense of fighting. I last fought 8th of March 2024. But I'm an experienced fighter, so I bring a lot of experience into the ring, having, as I say before, I've been around the block. I haven't been around the block, I've been around the world. So I know what it's about. Would be ideal to stay active because inactivity is a killer, but I'm putting in the work in the gym. Sparring, yes, sparring's not a fight, but I'm preparing myself for the hardest fight. I said to Peter, had I prepared for this fight, had I prepared like this for a Daniel Dubois or someone that I'd fought before, I would have smashed them. So I'm in a really good space. I think the stars are aligned. Everything's amalgamating together. My boxing's complementing my S&C. My S&C's complementing my boxing. My running, bringing running back in is complementing my boxing. I'm really fit. There's more to boxing than just being fit. You have to be skillful in there. I'm fit, I'm strong, and I've got the skill to carry me for 15, 20 rounds should I need. But I don't plan on going 12 rounds. I plan on doing a job on this guy. I must be honest with you. I'm never one to predict because he's a man that I respect in there. He's got 2 feet, 2 hands, and heart. But so do I. I'm a warrior though. And I'm going in there to make a statement. I'm going in there to let him know he's in there with a different animal. They all come in there thinking, we got this guy's number, we can beat him, until they get chinned. And when he gets chinned, he'll know who he's in there with.
I wanted to ask, you've been on the sparring end of stuff with the Fury camp, and you've been going to all of those big occasions. Do you think that's helped you to get to the point that you are now?
Of course, just you keep leveling up. I think rubbing shoulders with the likes of Tyson Fury, Peter came with me to that camp, the first camp and the second camp. We've become very good friends. We touch base on a weekly basis, should I say. He's very invested in what I'm doing, and I'm obviously a big supporter of his, and he wants to see me do well. So rubbing shoulders with those elites, it's one thing. I'm not gonna box like Tyson Fury because that's his own style, but we motivate one another. And if the greats and the guys that are the flag bearers of the sport in our time are looking out, reaching out, and see me as a good fighter and as a credible one, it says a lot for me, and it does a lot for my confidence. So it's just great to rub shoulders with those guys. And like I said, being around the block's one thing. I've been around the world.
I want to do one of my old school questions. Could you look into the camera and give Radchenko a message before you step in the ring with him?
Hey?
Could you look into the camera, just give Radchenko a message before you step in the ring with him? One of my old school questions. Do you have a message for him?
No. I don't have a message for him. But what I can say for him, what I can say to him is be careful what you wish for. You've been calling for this fight for a very long time. You've got it now. I know you'll be ready. I'll be ready. But sometimes in life, be careful what you wish for, because when you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
No, I love that as well. Good, a nice message, and hopefully it travels, and I'm sure it'll travel all the way to Ukraine as well, for them or wherever they're training in the world. Kevin, just lastly, do you want to give any thank yous, any shout outs?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to always be good to chatting to you again. We never spoke for a large period of time in my career, and it's nice to see you back filtering across the board of boxing in South Africa, where you rightfully deserve to be. It was great to have you commentating on my inaugural show. It was very nice to have you there. But most importantly, a massive shout out to all my sponsors that get behind me, every single one of them. There we go. Take a look at that. Every single one of them. The pugilist specialist, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.